I'm turning 30 next year. I'm turning 29 next month. I'm gonna be 29 August 31st. I share the same birthday with Bob Risky, like the one and only Boboto Risky. That's a fun fact. I had so many goals for when I was 30. As I'm turning 30, 29, I just realized that a lot of things that I set out to do, I'm actually nowhere near them. Maybe like I've only achieved like 20%. I don't know if I should be excited because I mean, I have a lot of blessings in my life. I have a good husband. I have 2 kids. I'm a content creator. I always find myself in the creative world. So I'm living a good life. I'm not living an uncomfortable life. So it felt like crazy, just being sad about not being where I want to be. But am I the only one who is like just going through an almost 30 crisis? Not like a midlife crisis, but something like that. Like the reason that this thing is happening to me is that I found my diary from when I was like 21. And let me tell you, when I was 21, I was so ambitious. I was so skinny because I was on top of my health and wellness. I was like just so ambitious and like fearless. And at the time, like I'll use my pocket money, buy stuff like when I was still in the UK, bring it back to Nigeria. So I was on top of my A game. I had so many goals and ambitions. I just thought by now, by 30, I'm not even 30 yet, but as I'm turning 30, that I'll be 1 billionaire, zillionaire, trillionaire. Like I'll have like a private jet, I'll have like a house in Banana Island. First of all, I don't know if that's unrealistic, but like that's what I wrote in my diary. Okay. I thought I would have at least 4 solid businesses. And girl, let's just say I've been very disappointed, like, and just depressed about my situation. Am I the only one who just feels like, maybe I've set such a high pedestal for myself that not meeting up with that is actually, breaking me down and just making me so depressed. Not lie to you guys, okay? That's just where I found myself. And so last month, actually, like in June, was so unmotivated. I know, like, okay, maybe not June, I think it was more like May. I think I was even posting that much because yes, once I get in my head, it's all over. And my husband noticed and he gave me a pep talk. He actually tried to go, he was like, babe, what's going on? I noticed that you've not been like yourself lately. Even my sister noticed, like even my mom. And they were like, just what's going on with you? And eventually I kept saying nothing, nothing, nothing. But eventually I just opened up and was like, I feel like I'm not where I thought I would be. I'm just so disappointed in myself. Like I need to glow up, I need to level up, I need to do better, I need to, do 1 billion things. And it was my husband that said, slow down, slow down, slow down. Babe, you're the most hardworking person I know. Okay, yes, maybe this is your problem. You have a problem with execution, you're an overthinker. But otherwise, like, in fact, it felt bad. So I said because I'm not a multi-billionaire in dollars, because I could have given you $1 million now and told you can start like one business and you'll just keep quiet and you'll be okay. And I said, I laughed so hard because that's not the problem. Like for me, I just wanted to know that this is what I've achieved. Like not even relating to any man whatsoever. First of all, don't be worried about this makeup look. It's all gonna come together. Not related to any man at all. Just like for myself. If you know me, you will know that yes, I always used to be very ambitious and I still am, but I don't know if it's the pregnancies. Actually, that's not an excuse. I don't know what it is. I just slowed down. I think also there's a lot of fear in me. I'm scared all the time now. I just feel like, yeah, I can't do this because I have a billion excuses why I can't do this. And that's like the first step. Like if you're like me, stop it. Okay, stop making excuses, just do. I actually read this book. It's called Atomic Habits, and yeah, I forgot who it's by. But one thing the book has taught me is that progress is not linear. Okay, progress is more like a graph. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. But what is important is that you get at least 1% better every single day. Like that's what the book talks about, and it's so important. Like I used to think before, oh, by now I should have done this, I should have done that. But I realized that I actually have started, okay? And I'm getting better a little bit at least every day. And so I should be proud of that. And so I guess me doing this video is just to tell you guys that, see, if you have any goal, start. And once you start, don't be thinking of the finished product. Just be thinking of one single thing you can do every day. Like when you wake up, one single thing you can do every day to be a little bit closer to that goal. Don't beat yourself up because, oh, you're 30, you're 35, you're 40, you've not achieved that goal that you set out to achieve, because it doesn't work like that, though. Sorry to tell you. You just need to get a little bit better. Like for me, that name is myself. Like I put 3 things out. I wanted to start this, my really business like properly, which I did. It's still a work in progress. It's not perfect yet, but I did. I wanted to be so skinny, so frail, like a bunny. Okay, let me be realistic. I just wanted to get my health together and stop yo-yo dieting, which I'm still working on. And thirdly, I just wanted to try and be more put together, like learn how to install the frontal, work in progress. But like I'm getting better every single day. And like I just wanted to ask you guys, what are your goals? Like what have you set out to do this year? And are you actually achieving it? Are you, working towards this? Let me not say achieving. Are you working towards this? How's it going? Okay, how's it going? That's really, I want to know. Actually want to know, because let me tell you. My own is going though, but it's not going as linear as well as I thought it would be going. It's not going as fast. Like I'm not in my private jet yet. Okay. Like this my birthday now next month. I'm not even excited. But I know that it is what it is. Like I think as you get older, it's more difficult to be excited about birthdays. Like I'd like to pretend and say I'm the most positive person to ever exist. But like na lie yo. I'm not a positive person at all. I'm actually a realist. I have to force myself. Like most times, I have to catch myself in patterns where I'm just being negative and just, stamp myself out of it. And so when I had this, will I call it a depression episode or this self doubt or whatever I want to call it, this episode recently, it took people to help me come out of it, okay? Because I'm not like, I'm just somebody that likes to look at facts and be like, yeah, this is not going to happen. So reading this book actually helped me, because then it made me understand it was all in my hands. And like, there's no need feeling some kind of way about it. Complaining, whining, being depressed will change absolutely nothing. I thought it was very important to understand that. And the earlier I stop whining, the earlier I stop being sad and actually start doing something about all the things I wanted to change, the quicker it will be. Like literally, the quicker it will be. And so, what did I do? I started like again. I finished buying the equipment. Like you guys saw, I bought my oven. Like all those things that were stopping me from achieving my goals. Like a lot of times when I get bulk orders, having contract staff, I bought one of them to actually be a permanent staff. So I was taking a lot more orders. I tried to go out of my way to find like new clients to help grow the business, which yes, I actually did. Like it took me getting in my car, driving from one spot to the other, saying, "Hey, I have a business. We sell pastries, but we also sell events, and we can provide finger foods and canapes, and we can come up with a custom menu for your events. And this is what we do. This is what we can do. Just tell us." And I actually found one client from doing that, which is wow. And also, I say that every day. I'm going to wake up and I'm going to go to the gym and do a little bit of exercise, whether I like it or not. And guess what? I've been doing that. Okay, like 5 days out of the week, I've been doing exercise every single day, whether I like it or not. And guess what? I'm down 10 kg, actually almost 11 at this point. Clap for me, clap for me. I'm feeling better. I'm not money. I talk to my husband all the time. I'll be like, babe, like, easy, you push me down. I'm too light now. He'll just bust out laughing. But like, it just elevated my mental health. Like, see, when you're feeling down, depressed, two things. Is it that you're not where you want to be? Or maybe career wise, and you can actually do something about that. You can take courses, you can like go out of your way to network with people, even people in your circle already. Call them, be like, hey, I'm doing this, so I'm looking for this. So you can level up, you can take courses to level up. And guess what, it's going to make you feel better, because it will also open more doors for you. Okay, nobody wants to hear I'm doing this and there's no evidence. They want to see you putting in the actual work. And also, if it's about the way you look physically, you can actually change that, and it must not be surgery. For me, weight loss was part of it. I'm doing that and I'll continue to do it. It's not a linear road. Like weekends, especially, as I told you guys, my parasites, I call them my parasites because they live there, or something in my head will keep telling me, do this, do that, do that. But I just remember, moderation is key. You can have all those things, nothing is cut out. And I'm actually doing it, okay? And for the first time in my life, it's not yo-yo, it actually feels realistic. Okay? But yes, the whole point is start doing. Stop stop deliberating, stop being sad, stop complaining, start doing. Like if it's actually a course you have to take the freaking course. Like take the freaking course. For me, sir, I've even found some courses I feel like can actually help me level up. And I will take them. Like because there's nothing in this life if you don't upgrade that you will enjoy the benefits of. If you don't upgrade, you'll be left behind. Though. That's just a very sad reality about this life. If you don't upgrade, you will be left behind. So please, if you're like me and you're feeling depressed about turning 30, or even being around 30, just start doing something that'll make you feel better every single day, even if it's just one thing. But also, let me know in the comments, you guys, am I the only one that is feeling this way? My sister told me she didn't have the chance to feel that way because she was bringing, like, when she turned 30, she was bringing her twins into this world. So she didn't have, like, she was just pregnant, like she didn't have the chance to even deal with it. So, but anyway, she started doing so many things to level up her life, and she's just dumbed that mental space. And she's not someone to baby you, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm not one to baby you. Please, if you're feeling that way, just get that depression out of your mind. It doesn't even matter. It will not change any single thing for you. Let me tell you, it will change absolutely nothing for you. The sad truth is that sometimes you may even be feeling this way, but like even as you're watching this video now, if you're feeling this way, you might be on bed, not really doing anything. Your life is very mundane. You just wake up, do the same things over and over again, expecting different results, which I had to learn that it will not change anything. At first, I'll use my kids as an excuse. I'll be like, "Ah, I'm so I have two helps, okay? And yeah, so I have like people that are helping me with my kids. And in as much as they like to be all over me all the time, I also have the freedom to be able to shoot this video while they are taken care of. Right now, they went down for a nap, and that's why I'm able to shoot this video peacefully. Otherwise, my daughter will literally barge into this room, and then my son will follow along, and they'll come and disturb me. And it's not like the hubs can carry them from their mommy. Like, no. But at least I have people to even say, hold them, let me do this. You know, I'm lucky, I'm fortunate in that sense. But even if you do, there's always a way around it. Like, you can back them, you can put them in daycare, you can, like, so many things. Like, why you do something for you. But one thing I'm just not going to do for myself, I just told myself, is complain about my situation while doing nothing about it. Like, that one will not work anymore. So if this video does not do anything for you, let's encourage you, if you're depressed or you're going through depression like me, that if you get better, get your ass up, do some exercise. It actually helps. I promise you, whether you're slim or it doesn't matter. Do some exercise. It releases endorphins, it makes you feel better. And if you don't look your best, it will actually help you look your best. Okay? Learn a skill. Learn a skill. That one is too important to now these days there's a lot of classes. You can do even wig class, you can do wedding styling class, you can do food photography class, you can do, there's so many classes. I can't even, you can do content creation class. There's just so many classes. So just do something to better yourself, like instead of just complaining, because I realized that complaining one, it changes absolutely nothing. Believe me, it changes absolutely nothing. Like I know from experience. Okay, complaining will not change anything. Even if you are pregnant, you have a new baby, and do all those tech courses like data analysis. What else? You can do digital marketing courses. I know Coursera offers good courses. There's just gonna be a solution to make you feel better. Please let me know if recently you took a course that really helps you, and you let us know in the comment section what the course is, how much it costs you, if you would advise others to do it. Because I'm sure there's people watching these videos and they just don't know what to do to like just help themselves, like, just get out of that depression rut. And yeah, please just share down below, okay? We will really, really appreciate it. Sometimes that's the solution. Once you just change your environment, you see your mood will be better. And also when you change your environment, you see new ideas, like new things will flow into your head. You're forced to get out of that routine that might be keeping you depressed. There's just change in scenario, and that helps a lot. But one thing I would encourage you to do, if you're like me and you're going through that, like me, mainly I was able to tell my sister, I was able to talk to my husband about how I was feeling. I promised myself I will not talk about it again. I will just follow those steps that I've written. Okay, because one thing I will not do is wake up every day and complain about the same situation without changing anything. That's one thing I promised myself I will never, ever, 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 ever do. You know? Like my husband told me that he was giving me $1 million now, not be complaining. And I said, well, it's not about that. A girl needs to be a billionaire on her own. I will always encourage girls to do something to make themselves feel better. And the truth is, a big part of it is, being rich on your own. But also not just that, feeling good, looking good. It goes hand in hand. You cannot even lie. Like once you look good, you feel good. It just helps a lot. And like Look at me now. I have a beautiful life. I have two kids. I have my own income. I have a beautiful husband. I live in a nice house. I drive like a nice car. And yet I'm still feeling depressed. And yet I still even on top of that, basically I had to level up, okay, to feel even better. It's not as if we human beings after they dry. After they dry, that's the truth of the matter. We never are really content. And like once you have one thing, you need another to complete it. It's just human nature. You always feel like, hey, mama, I need this one now to complete it. If only I have, like now I'll be saying, if only I have like house in Banana Island, if only I'm traveling like 5 times in a year, if only, like these are the kind of things I'll be saying. Like you guys were here when I was asking my husband for duplex gifts. Like these are the things I feel now that will complete my life, but it's absolutely not true. Now my mindset has completely changed. The things that are now giving me joy are those little things I'm doing to better myself every single day. Like that's just it. That's just the weirdest part. I'm so sorry. This rain is out of this world. But thank you for coming to my TED Talk today. That's exactly what I wanted to say. I hope you get the gist. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. I've used my own experience, my own depression experience to just chat you guys and like give you a little updates and tell you everything that's been happening. But like, I don't know which kind of violent blush I applied this thing. You blush too much. Too much. Tone it down a little bit. I truly hope that I can look back on this video and say, you see, this is a video I made last year, and these are all the little things I've done now a year later, and this is how my life has changed. I hope to make a video like that next year. This is actually okay for going nowhere makeup. What do you guys think? Oh, I'm so excessive. Was that necessary? Was it actually necessary to apply that much? I'm not even going to lie. This train is low-key providing the best background noise. This one is free, provided by Jesus. On that note, let's use this video as a prayer point. If you're like going through this same kind of depression that I went through, that God will direct you, that God will put you in the right circles, that God will give you wisdom, that God will provide clarity. Because sometimes I know it's not that you don't want to do, but you don't know what to do. Sometimes you feel like there's too many ideas. I know that feeling. You don't know which one to focus on. But me, I also know that even you have that kind of situation, just start any which way. Eventually, you're going to try a lot of things, okay? And if you don't get the reception that you are expecting from that, and you've done it long enough, like say 3 months, 4 months, 3 or 4 months consistently, then you know that okay, this one is not working, let me change style. But either ways, you have to be consistently trying instead of just expecting that, oh, that hurrah moment of yes, this is it. Sometimes God do not speak like very clearly, this is what you are supposed to be doing immediately. It's like the reception you get from that thing, the feeling you get when you're doing it, like the reward you get when you're doing it, that will let you know that okay, this is what God wants me to do. You get. Let me go and actually start my day, okay? Wow, Jesus, so that thunder was not smiling. Bye bye.